Morning, day 3, and it's a little bit wet, a little bit windy today. Got about 20 miles to do, but I've been speaking to a few people last night and they say the hard bit, if that makes sense, is over, and this is a really nice walk, so hopefully they're right. Stayed at Benlingus farm and it was amazing. The steak and Guinness pie was phenomenal, and hospitality really good, like really kind people, always wanting to help. And it was nice having a few drinks last night in the pub, exchanging stories with other walkers. I really enjoyed it. So this is the path leading up, a few hills, mountains, waterfall in the distance, very ominous. But yeah, I'm really looking forward today. I'm a bit of a mountains guy, so I can't wait to get up high. Just walking up the side of this river and come to a bit like this. Oh, beautiful, isn't it? Really nice. Oh, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's a full rainbow right there. That's nice, that. And then they've got the train track coming back. That's the way I'm going to come back when I get to Fort William. That'll be a nice journey. It's a little bit windy, but that's quite nice actually, because the sun's out and it was meant to be raining, so I've got waterproofs on and I'm a bit warm, so I might have to take some off in a minute. Although up ahead does look like it will rain, so we'll see. But I can't complain about this sun. Look at that. Amazing. I'll show you, look. Do a 360. How nice is that? I tell you one thing that has really annoyed me actually, and I was talking to a few people in the pub last night about it. One person, and you can tell it's one person because they're making the same statements, right, has graffitied all the way along Loch Lomond, and I'm still seeing it as I'm heading up to Tyndrum. It is disgusting because it's on literally every post with the same stupid statements, and yeah, it's disgusting. So hopefully they're going to catch that person and make him pay for all the vandalism he's done, because it is ruining it a bit for me, because I'm walking along and taking in the amazing views, then you get that, and some of the statements aren't very nice. And if I was on my own as a female wild camping, well, to be fair, I wouldn't even want to be wild camping now. It wouldn't be nice. And when you come up to someone, instead of thinking, oh, we'll have a nice chat about the route, if it's just one person, you think, is that them? So yeah, hopefully it'll get sorted. It's a real shame. I was right shaken up. That tree just literally fell. I think it was half fallen, and then it's fallen even more. Did not like that. It's not even that windy. My heart was going then. There's been a lot of logging on this path. I'll keep bow on the path and try and get through it sharpish. Almost at Tyndrum. Looking forward to getting there. Yeah, so the clouds are starting to come in. The wind's picking up, so the weather is changing now. So I put waterproofs on. Most of the day I've been in t-shirt, to be honest. But yeah, we'll get there, keep plodding on, have some lunch at Tyndrum and keep going. Walking along this old Roman road. I'm so glad It's a really nice walk actually, nice and flat. Miles are going quite well and the scenery is phenomenal. Just have a look. I mean, everything about it is just amazing. Got that moody, ominous sky because we have had a little bit of rain. Nothing too harsh, but you can hear that little bit of wind. This has been my favourite bit so far. Yeah, definitely. So just come down there, beautiful scenery, beautiful little stream, and then there's the hotel, Inverarnan Hotel, and we're going to walk on a bit because there should be a little wild camping spot down there. Yeah, this hotel looks really nice. Nice area there, hopefully be able to get some food, and then really nice outdoor seating area. So yeah, I enjoyed that walk today. It was really good. I'm hoping I can get some food, fingers crossed. Pitch up, get some food. Yeah. Seen a few tents already there, so hopefully we'll get a spot. Looks like the lads are coming back now actually. As you can hear, it is raining, so got pitched just in time. Yeah, perfect really. Good slog done. Just one more semi-tricky day tomorrow, obviously with Devil's Staircase, but I'm looking forward to it. So we're at camp for wild camping this time. Day number 3. Camp number 3. So we've got one more camp, 2 more days walking. Really nice day, probably my favourite day so far. It was a bit of a slog, 20 odd miles, but 100% worth it. It was nice and steady, going up, nothing too drastic, and the scenery was unreal. So I'm just gonna have something to eat and then I'll settle down for the night. So see you tomorrow. So it's a wet, chilly start this morning, but a good one. Got up, it's about 8 o'clock and we're hitting the way. That way. So, walking along West Highland way, heading to King's house. We might get something to eat in there, possibly, and then head towards the dreaded Devil's Staircase. But it's interesting, some people have said it's not actually too bad, some people have said it's a nightmare, but we'll find out. It's a wet day today, although when I was in the tent it sounded worse. I think it always does, so. But if it stays like this, I won't be too bothered. Fingers crossed it don't get any worse. Me and Bo loving it. She's been walking the whole way. She's doing really well, bless her. Got a coat on today because it is a little bit wet, like I said. It's mad because you've got like the pure desolate landscape, and then you've got the mountains that are just like covered in snow, just in the crevices, and it just gives you that like dangerous beauty. Like you know it's a place you don't want to be up there for too long, but at the same time it's so inviting to explore. I'll show you now. So you can just see the snow there, and the clouds are actually covering most of the peaks. Yeah, makes you want to get up there. Yeah, it's really coming down now. Just about to head up over the hill and then down to King's house. But it is coming down heavy, but I've got a smile on my face because the legend called my mother has booked me a room tonight. Nice comfy warm bed instead of setting up a little tent for me and Bo. So the weather can do whatever it wants. I'm just gonna go strolling in. Feeling blessed. So They're the hills we are going to have to get over at some point. Devil's Staircase in the distance, lots of little locks, and then just one road going through. We need to get down to that road, and then we'll be at King's house, and that'll be the start of the next leg. Such a shame the weather is like it is, because this is one of the most beautiful locations. Seeing pictures and videos of this area, and it's phenomenal. I suppose it makes me want to come back and see it for myself properly. But yeah, wow. Maybe I'll have to come skiing, because there's a little ski resort up there. I'll show you a 360 of what it is. Obviously there's a lot of cloud and rain, but it's still pretty decent. So that's where we've come from. You've got the ski resort up there, and then that way is where the Devil's Staircase is. Just on the old military road that leads up to the Devil's Staircase. I tell you what, that King's house is a really nice stop actually. If anybody's planning on staying there, it looks really nice. So I tell you what, this old military road isn't as nice as the other one, although the weather's not great. I'll show you what lies ahead. So that's what it is. You can probably hear the wind and the rain. About as bad as it could be, I suppose. Well, having said that, I'm sure it'll somehow get worse. No, it's alright, because we got that bed at the end of the day, so that's driving us through. It's one of the reasons why we didn't stop at King's house and have food, because I thought if we can plough on through, get there for like 3, 4, then go out for food about 5, should beat the rush of everyone getting there. Made it to the bottom of the Devil's Staircase. Just got across this bridge and then head up there. We'll see how hard it really is. It looks pretty high. We made it. Top of Devil's Staircase. Get in. Weather's still rubbish. So, taking, I think it's the old military road again, back down to Loch Lomond. Been a hard day, wet day. Still got a few K left, but we're on the last little bit now, going downhill. Morning, day 5, last day. So had a great night in the bunkhouse, in the little hostel there. Had a room to myself with an ensuite, so luxury. It was amazing. Got to watch a bit of telly, eat a few snacks and chill out. Really needed it after the solid rain, just the incessant rain of yesterday. Yeah, so let's keep going. The rain has stopped for now, but it is meant to rain today as well. But it's just a 15 miler today, and to be honest, the last mile or so is like through the high street, so I'll probably be going quite slow, just trying to enjoy the last little bit. So you can just see over there where the water is. That's over at Glencoe. Beautiful. Much better than it was yesterday. Still cloud, but you can see much further. I'm so glad the clouds lifted just for this, even if it's just for this hour or so, because I mean, look at that, it's so nice. There is a point today actually where you can look across and you can see the summit of Ben Nevis, or at least see Ben Nevis, if it's not covered in cloud or clouds blocking it. And that's the UK's tallest mountain, which I climbed last year. I'll leave a link up there if you want to watch that video. But oh, what a day. Yeah, we're definitely going a little bit slower. I mean, why not? When it's like this, you don't want to rush, do you? So that's the way we're going follow this military road all the way through the valley, and then that hill there, we go round that, hug that all the way around. Then we come to a forest, head down through the forest, and you get to a campsite that's at the base of Ben Nevis. And then you just follow the road into town. But wow, just look at that. This is what we wanted yesterday. We were up there yesterday, right in the distance. We got it today, so I'm thankful for that. Just come around the corner, and just ahead I can see where the trees are, and you start to go through the forest and down onto the road into Fort William. So yeah, we're almost there. It's been a hell of a journey, and I can't fault it. I have made a few mistakes, and I'll do a video on that so you don't make the same mistakes as me. Sometimes it's part of the fun, but sometimes it's really not. The rain's coming in again now. I have just gone a little bit slower today, just because, I mean, why not? It's beautiful. I'm in no rush. I love being in the mountains high up. This has probably been my favourite section the last 2 or 3 days. First 2 days were great, but I like to be high up in the mountains. So I might have to come back and do it again when the weather's a bit better. But not in the summer, because I can't deal with the midges, or the beasties as they call it. So that's Ben Nevis there. You can't really see it because it's in the cloud. It's got snow on top. It tends to have snow on top more or less all year, to be fair. We went up in June and it had snow. There is actually a peak just before it from this angle. Not sure of the name. About 300 metres lower than Ben Nevis. Then Ben Nevis is behind it. But yeah, getting towards the finish line now. There it is in the distance, Fort William. Come on. So this is the original West Highland Way finish point, but they've moved it a couple kilometres down the road, so you actually walk through the city. But we're getting really close now, so that's the original, and here it is, the end, the official of the end. So here it is, and we've done it. Really tired now. We're going to sit down, get a few pictures, because it's been a hell of a journey. Hasn't it? It's been a hell of a journey. If you've liked it, please hit the like button, please share, and please subscribe, because it has been a really good journey. So that's bye from me, and another day, another walk.